Hello, my name is Rothnum, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. We are going to finish up our last quest here, and then head back to the hideaway, turn in all our quests, and continue with the story. And we might be ending this here. We'll just have to wait and see. This way?
It's just back there.
It is. Okay. Alrighty. The helmet.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
Well, that's what your shields are for, isn't it?
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me,
Yeah.
he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
What he would have done himself,
That is also true.
even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall
Probably.
be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
I figured he was gonna just slap it on his head. Clive. Which, he was there for a second. He really was.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
And upward.
Onward. To the end.
Yep.
And to a new beginning.
Yes, also true. Quest complete. Where there's a will. Rusted battle helm. Displays in Clive's chamber. Alright. So there's that one. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Okay. Well, there's another quest here. At least one more. Oh, you're right in front of me. Hello, Uncle.
I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he
remember.
could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He
Okay.
asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes,
Another
Quentin.
outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
Yeah.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle,
Well, that's true.
assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The seven high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course,
that's
it did
good.
take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And
Nice.
when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
So we're not so
happy
much
to hear
outlaws
it.
anymore.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us
Okay.
there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Okay. So I'm not done with that quest? Oh. It's just going to teleport me there. Okay.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll
That's a good
find
question.
another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Ha!
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them
That's
to make
true.
port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure
not a
that you
bad
wish
idea.
to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding. He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
No,
Once more onto the breach.
everybody else calls me that.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If
Yeah.
we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
The Triunity? Okay. I'm not sure what exactly he's talking about, but yeah, man, my eye is really red.
Well, my boy,
Jeez.
the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine.
I appreciate that,
The realm
Uncle.
needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
As much as he plays the boastful, energetic, and crazy person, he actually very much loves Clive and Joshua. Triunity Accord. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go turn in these quests.
What do you think that...
Hello.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they didn't.
They most certainly did not.
Honestly, no. He intentionally put Clive's life at risk just to complete the mission. And if he's going to do that with other soldiers, I don't want him.
When faced with an unexpected foe, Ember froze. He did not run. He did not fight. Had I not been there, he would be dead. It would be too great a risk to send him out on a mission alone.
Thank you, Sid, for your honest appraisal. Ember, you braved the tower and emerged unscathed. Yes, but only because Sid saved your skin. To me, that's no better than being caught red-handed. You failed the test.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Yeah. Well, the main thing is don't use
Daft
your
as a brush,
allies
that one. But his heart's in the right place.
to
Just
achieve
like
your
someone
goals.
else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid.
Well,
This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can
I
make the
don't
best
know
out of a bad
about that.
situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
I know it looked like he froze, and that was probably the intention, was to make it seem like he froze. But to me, it really did seem like he knew Clive would come and step in, and he just used Clive to achieve the goal that he wanted. But yeah, the turtle shell.
Mid. Tell me this is all you need.
Yes, please.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
the children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The
Ah.
young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Okay.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project?
Where is the... Oh, so there's two. There's one there, and there's one
Yet.
there. Alright.
Not
Alright, kids,
exactly.
where's that cog?
She seems pretty up. Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She's
She
not
wasn't
hiding.
hiding. She's fine. She's just
Working
busy
on a big
working on her
project.
next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
I didn't forget. You guys didn't tell me
Since
to
you
put
let
it
him,
on.
We've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look,
I don't think that's a good idea.
I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
You guys really need to stop taking apart things and not putting them back the way that you took them apart. Here you go, Mid.
Well, did they have it?
Yes.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Thanks.
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place,
Uh-huh.
you just wait and see.
Okay.
That should do her. Here goes nothing.
Okay. So they spin okay.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad.
Okay, what are you missing?
I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true.
Is it too heavy, maybe?
But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other.
That's true.
People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
Huh.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this.
That is true.
Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
Okay.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them.
Ha!
A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
That's a good idea.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug.
Ha!
Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so did you figure out what was wrong?
If I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for.
That is true.
Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive?
Nope.
Only that it's a good one.
Yes.
And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Quest complete. Ooh. Model airship. Alright, well, you work on that airship. Gav.
You alright?
Silver
Something
linings.
troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
Okay.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Well, then,
Is there anything I can do to help?
yeah.
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just
Okay.
any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is,
Okay.
they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Okay.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Yeah.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
No problem, Gav. I'll take care of it. And you just hang out here. Let's go make our sword here.
Trouble with your gear, or
Actually,
Sorry,
I
Whitby.
want to make this.
Should last you a good while.
What else have we got? How about reinforcing? Not a poo-poo.
Anything else?
Nope. But thank you for the new
First
sword. Where did I change the looks of the characters? Holy cow, there's a lot of new stuff. But we're concerned for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavily on her heart. And we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden. Even with only a fraction before we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private. Okay?
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Yeah. It's interesting that you're not. Is Joshua more observant than you? Well, that's a given, obviously.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how
Yeah.
to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the
That's
Lord
funny.
Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
And it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Alright, well,
True.
I'm gonna go grab
Though
Jill
I
and
suspect it is
drag her
also
along.
much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
Well,
You're
little
saying
in
I
the
should go and
world
scout
does,
the area
probably.
for bandits.
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
That's true. Here you go.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
Yes, sir.
I
think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You're
wanted
welcome.
to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
That's easy enough. Alright, Dion, let's, Harpocrates needs you.
Your Highness,
Hey, Space Cadet.
would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
Not yet.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates?
Yes.
No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more.
So is Clive.
All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it.
Yeah?
Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, I don't have to walk. It's going to take me there itself.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
Not what you think.
You'd be surprised.
I'm just going to wait over here.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail?
Yes.
The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their
It's
roots
very
are
pretty.
indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In
Purple
this
as
flower,
white.
I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
What did you
I
give
shall
me?
not forget this.
What did you give me?
for you. I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill.
Huh.
'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider
That's
this
kind of cool.
my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well,
we'll
when
hope
that
so
day
too.
comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harp
That is true.
It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Quest complete. Tale to tell. What did I get? Stolas Quill and Bahamut's Mercy. Ooh, reduces Giga Flare cooldown by 6 seconds. I might have to use that. Just right here. Okay. They appear to have died.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
I gotta go back and talk to Hippocrates again. First things first. Let's go to Martha's Rest and do this. Because we're gonna have to go back there anyways, so.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gad hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Well, that was quick and easy. Who else? There's one.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Rhiannon's ride. So I believe that's
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
down here, I think. There's the last person.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicereine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, Rumors are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Okay.
A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Yep, might as well go take a look. This way, okay. Oh, just gonna walk on my own. No guidance from the player.
More tracks. And these look fresh. The chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
Yeah, maybe. In the shack. What are you?
I don't hear anything.
There's a feather on the ground.
Well, I'll be damned.
A silver chocobo feather. Hello? Two.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you.
No, but they're going to hurt you.
A feather for my friend.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're very pretty birds. I didn't want to...
Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
All right, sounds good. Let's go see Gav. And talk to Harpocrates. Because I know that's what we're going to have to do.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Well, I guess it's not Harpocrates that we're going to have to talk to.
It was no trouble.
Found something for you.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Yes, sir.
Any luck, you say?
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me.
That's true.
Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And
Which
that
is
bone
not
Ember
saying
gave
much.
me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Ooh. Nice.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I?
Yeah?
I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
Nicely
Give
done,
it to yourself.
Gav.
Come on.
Okay. Fine. Hold on. Let me go talk to the people down here first. Like every time I come down here, there's more and more plants.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Yes, please.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right.
We already checked Man's Hill, didn't we?
Thank you.
Wasn't that where we just were, Man's Hill?
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Well, should we take Jill with us? Well, honestly, I think that Clive should take Jill by himself, but that's not really up to me. Hello.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm the only lord.
Thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on. Please.
Come on, Gav. Just spit it out.
It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Gav, just admit you like the girl. And you wouldn't mind being a dad.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times.
That's true.
Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon.
We have a little brother or
I was
sister?
looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter.
Huh.
Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't.
Oh, man.
Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
And if it weren't for you, we would have failed so many things.
You finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout?
Yeah.
Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions. Stronger for everyone.
Yeah.
And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Yeah, that would be you.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
That's true. Also means that when the time comes and Clive doesn't come back, that you take over everything.
I may have had one too many.
You think?
You may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Quest complete. Silver Linings. Silver Linings playbook. Winter Mead. Very nice. Alright. One last quest to complete. The search for snow daisies in the Royal Meadows. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
The flowers and our friends.
And here, that's for you. All of you.
Get him. Go for him. Get him. Go for him.
And done. What's going on? We must protect the flowers. Oh, hello. This is a Minotaur.
Let's hope this is the last
Whoa!
one.
Ah!
Only one way to find out.
Get him.
Ow! Wouldn't let me dodge. No.
All yours, Torgal. Over here. Torgal.
Ow! Whoa! Ow!
This one. For you, brother. Over here.
There we go.
Go.
No. New enemies approach. Apparently he wasn't the last one. Yeah.
Now, Torgal.
There's him. And then it's just this guy.
Over here! This one. Now, Torgal!
Come on. There we go.
Get him!
There we go. Enemy slain. Okay. Good. Minotaur main used in crafting. Okay.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
They are very pretty.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Alright, now let's go retrieve Drill. Let's go retrieve Jill and bring her back here.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
That would bring back some fond memories, I think. Alright, Jill. In my room, apparently. Jill.
Jill. There's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Come on. Come with me. And you'll be in a meadow of flowers with beautiful sky, I hope. Not thunderstorm.
There are so many.
Huh.
This is what you wanted to show me.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into.
Well, that's kind of what you do, Clive.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court.
Oh,
They
really?
were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line.
Huh.
No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Well, that's good, because I'm fairly certain Clive's in love with you, and I'm pretty sure you're in love with Clive, and the two of you should, once this is all over, have a family together. Did you just make a Laurel background for Clive.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Always will.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Tell her you love her. And that you see a family.
Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Yeah.
I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you.
As long as it's alive.
Clive.
Or longer.
This, the flowers, everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Now you need to come back, Clive. Talking to you. You can't be going and dying.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
I doubt it.
There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Yes. Priceless. Shiva's Kiss reduces diamond dust cooldown by 7.5 seconds. Nice. Alright, well. Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Alright, well. I guess it's time for us to... I was going to say head back. Actually, no, we will head back to the hideaway. Just to replenish our health, make sure we're stocking up on all our items. That's not a bad looking weapon there, honestly. I'm gonna leave that. Leave that as is. Alright. Now, with everything all said and done, the only thing we have left to do, I think, is go to Origin and finish Ultima. I think. So... Complete. 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 It looks like everything's complete but that one. Yep. Alrighty. Well, so yeah, all we have left is to go to back to their origin quest. With that being said, we are actually going to end this one here, and we will do that next time because I have a feeling there's going to be a ton of cutscenes, which will make this video extremely long because it's probably the end. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel because it really helps my channel grow. And as always, keep your head up and keep moving forward. This is Roughdom signing off. Bye-bye!